Now, I talked about this other story earlier. I mentioned it last week, last hour. It's from ProPublica, which is it's a left wing hack site. It's supposedly a journalist clearinghouse site, but it's a bunch of leftist wackos. And headline: Loyal Obama supporters canceled by Obamacare. And here's what this is. San Francisco architect Lee Hammock and his wife, Jo Ellen Brothers, are cradle Democrats. They've donated to Organizing for America. They've worked the phone banks a year ago for Obama's reelection. Cradle Democrats, I mean, they're cradle-to-grave Democrats. They're dyed-in-the-wool Democrats. And the ProPublica reporter has been hearing about all these horror stories with health care, and he wanted to find out if they're really true. So he found this San Francisco couple that is losing their health insurance, and their prices for replacement are skyrocketing, and he wanted to find out if it was really the case or if there was some other explanation for it. Since 1995, Lee Hammock, San Francisco architect, and his wife Jo Ellen Brothers have received their health coverage from Kaiser Permanente. You know, we've both been in very good health all of our lives. Exercise, don't smoke, we drink lightly, a healthy weight, no health issues, and so on. They're 60 and 59, respectively. They've been paying $550 a month for their health coverage, a plan that offers solid coverage, not one of the skimpy plans that Obama's criticized. But recently, Kaiser informed them the plan to be canceled at the end of the year because it didn't meet the requirements of Obamacare. The couple would need to find another plan. The cost would be around double what they pay now, but the benefits would be worse. And so this guy wanted to find out, this report, is this really true? We keep hearing these horror stories. He wanted to get to the bottom of it. From all the sob stories I've heard and read, ours is the most extreme, said Lee. And that's because it's happening to him, of course. That's why he thinks it's the most extreme. I've been skeptical. This is the reporter writing. I've been skeptical about media stories featuring those who claim they'd be worse off under Obamacare because their policies were canceled on account of Obamacare. So I tried to find the flaws in what Hammock told me. I tried to find out where he was wrong about the way he was looking at his insurance, and I couldn't find any flaws. The couple's existing Kaiser plan was a good one. Their new options were indeed more expensive, and the benefits didn't seem any better. They do not qualify for premium subsidies because they make more than 4 times the federal poverty level, though Hammock says not by much. Hammock recalled his reaction when he and his wife received letters from Kaiser in September informing him their coverage is being canceled. I worked downstairs. My wife had a clear look of shock on her face. Our first reaction was clearly there's got to be some mistake here. And this was before the exchanges opened up. We calmed down. We were confident this would be all straightened out. But it wasn't. I asked Hammock to send me details of his plan. Carried a $4,000 deductible per person, a $40 copay for doctor visits, $150 emergency room visit fee, and 30% co-insurance for hospital stays after the deductible. The out-of-pocket maximum, $5,600. That plan was ending. Kaiser's letters told them because it did not meet the requirements of Obamacare. Everything's taken care of, the letters said. There's nothing you need to do. The letter said the couple would be enrolled in a new Kaiser plan that would cost nearly $1,300 a month for the two of them. That's more than $15,000 a year. Remember, they were paying $5,600. The letter said the couple would be enrolled, and for that higher amount, what would they get? Higher deductible, higher out-of-pocket, higher hospital costs, and possibly higher costs for doctor visits and drugs. What is going on here? Writes the reporter. How can this be happening? Because they all trusted Obama. They just thought, you keep your plan, you like your plan, you keep it. Doctor premium goes down 25. These people bought it. They're big Obama supporters, hook, line, and sinker. Now their medical costs are just skyrocketing on the new plan they're going to be forced into taking. And the way this story ends, what is Hammack going to do? Well, if his income were to fall below 4 times the federal poverty level, $62,000 for a family of 2, he would qualify for subsidies that could lower his premium cost to as much as 0. If he makes just $1 more, he gets nothing. So what the Hammacks have decided they have to do is figure out a way to get subsidies, meaning get their neighbors to pay the freight. Even though they make over the $62,000 a year cutoff, they want to find a way to get their neighbors to pay for it. Typical Democrats. And that's what Mr. Hammack is leaning toward, lowering his salary or shifting more money toward a retirement account and applying for a subsidy. That's what this couple is going to do. They are going to lower their salary so they are below the poverty level, the 4 times poverty level, so that they get subsidies from their neighbors. Here is a case of Obamacare harming economic. Here's a couple giving up income in order to get a freebie, lowering their standard of living. Dyed-in-the-wool Obama supporters love Obama. They think these guys are the greatest thing. In fact, the end of the story, no, we're not changing our views on Obama or the Democrats because of this. But it did hurt to hear Obama saying just the other day that if our plan has been dropped, it's because it wasn't any good or our costs would go up slightly. We're gratified that the press is on the case, but we're frustrated the stewards of Obamacare don't seem to have heard. So it isn't Obama that did this. They have implicit trust in Obama. Limbaugh theorem right here. Obama has destroyed their lives, but he didn't. It's the stewards of Obamacare. He probably doesn't even know, but they're happy the press is on the case now. So they're going to lower their income so they qualify for freebies. And they're going to remain dyed-in-the-wool, loyal San Francisco Democrats. In fact, the story says this guy called Nancy Pelosi for assistance, which might prove beneficial. Once the word gets out, she'll see the value here. So, loyal Obama supporters canceled by Obamacare, remaining loyal Obama supporters lowering their standard of living to qualify for freebies, and talking about what a great guy Obama is. And that's, folks, these are low information. These are just dyed in the wool. These are nincompoops. There's no amount of reality that's going to ever wake people like this up. Obama could carpet bomb their neighborhood and somehow be the fault of the Air Force. And gosh, I wonder if Obama knew. Well, we're not changing our views. We'll just go down to public housing and try to get a subsidized apartment. And we love Obama. And then there's a companion story to this from CBS Eyeball News, New York. From website crashes to long holds on calls, the issues involved with the unveiling of Obamacare well documented. But now, could it be breaking couples up? CBS Eyeball 2's Don Champion spoke to one Brooklyn couple on Wednesday who said they may be forced to get a divorce in order to get health insurance. Nona Willis Aronowitz and Aaron Casara's love affair began at a party in 2008. Oh, get me the Stradivarius. We kissed on a beanbag chair, said Aronowitz. A year later, it grew into a marriage at City Hall in Manhattan. It was really sudden, Aronowitz said. It was basically because he needed